free.
Well, what is it?
Are you awake?
No.
I made you some cocoa.
What for?
To help you go to sleep.
But I was asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, why are you so late? Look at it, it's gone 12.
Oh, you had a 3-line whip.
Well, I'm glad you still got a sex life then.
Don't you want to hear about it?
What?
The debate is very important. Now, building industry regulations. You see, the main thrust of the issue is that... Geoffrey. Geoffrey.
What? Really? Did he? And what did you say to that?
You're not listening. Honestly, since I became an MP, we just don't seem to talk to each other anymore.
Well, there's a reason for that. You're never here. I know what MP stands for, missing person.
I'll try and be back earlier tomorrow.
Yes, you'd better.
Why? Something important?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact.
Oh, Jeff. I haven't forgotten, honestly. Now, where is it? Here. Happy birthday.
So, I'll try and make dinner, won't you? I thought I might do salmonella again.
I'll be back, promise. You go back to sleep now. I couldn't do it without you, Jeff, you know that.
If you don't get home earlier, you might have to. Cow.
Oh, Jean. Jean.
Oh, hello, Tim.
Yes, hello. I've put your letters in your office, and here's the research you wanted.
Oh, thank you. I'll get over.
Anything else?
Oh, yes. Would you send my husband some flowers?
Me? I've never met him.
On my behalf.
Oh, right. How many?
Oh, whatever you'll get for 5. 8. 10 pounds.
And the message?
Happy birthday, lots of love. Yum, yum.
Yum. Must be joking. Yum, yum.
Not so loud.
What about snookums? You might get away with that.
Look, just send the flowers.
Am I to take it from your fresh appearance and look of enthusiasm that you're new here?
And am I to take it from your note of cynicism that you're not?
I expect you'll be the by-election.
Well, I'll be who won the by-election, yes. Jean Price, Labour. Majority of 507.
Ah, just scraped in. Rattigan, Conservative, majority 14,010 and a standing ovation. How do you do? May I say, if you don't mind my mentioning it, what an extremely attractive outfit that is you have on.
Oh, thank you.
What a pity it's so totally inappropriate to the House. But then you represent a boiler-making constituency, do you, Mrs. Price?
This is a trouser suit, not a boiler suit. And why do you ask, Mr. Egan? Do you represent a wig-making constituency?
Very good. Just thought I'd mention it. We don't go in for these trouser things here.
Well, you seem to be going in for them.
What maketh man doesn't maketh woman. Does it, Mrs. Price?
Doth it not? Well, fancy of that. Yonder is a turn-up for ye books.
Parliament is an ancient institution full of tradition and precedent. And if you want to get on here, either in government or in opposition, the same rules apply. Don't rock the boat. And do wear a skirt. Excuse me.
Patronising Wally.
And don't use unparliamentary language.
Good afternoon, Ken. Do you mind if I let the fog out?
What, let all the pollution in?
How much are those cigars, anyway? 50 pence for 10?
No, I only smoke the cheap ones. And stop complaining. It was your good luck getting into Shearer with me.
Oh, don't forget to tell me when the bad luck starts. I wouldn't want to miss it. My word processor. Oh, has he been in yet?
He has. I've never seen him. He flits like a ghost down the corridors of power, the phantom MP.
What's all this? Christmas?
Oh, that's your mail. Your fruit drop of a secretary brought it round.
He is not a fruit drop. He just went to Oxford.
Oh, it must be a wine gum, then.
Did this all come today?
Yep. Oh, and look out for the ones in green ink. The ones that begin, Dear Moron.
Oh, they won't be for me. I only just started. No one knows if I'm a moron or not.
They work on assumptions. Oh, dearie me, look at that. They fell in the bin.
What are you doing, Ken? Those are your constituents.
Jean, this is junk mail. MP's special offers. Dear sir, we wish to construct an airport terminal in one of your constituents' drawing rooms. We hope you'll support us in this matter. P.S. Please find enclosed a free holiday in the Bahamas. I paraphrase slightly.
You know, sometimes I get the feeling that being an MP isn't quite what I expected.
It's no job for a woman, is it?
No job for a lady.
Whoop, division bell. His master's voice. Come on, Jean, there's a whip on. Only got 8 minutes to get over and vote.
There's no hurry. It's just across the street. I did it yesterday in 5.5.
Yesterday the lift was working.
What? Oh, hang on.
I must get more exercise. I thought I was fit.
No use living in the past, Ken. Running today's races on yesterday's blood pressure.
Well, it's an unhealthy job, this.
The cigars are good for you. Oh.
You all right?
I've broken a heel. It's okay. You go on. Did you make it?
Yeah, but I skinned my teeth.
Did anyone notice I wasn't there?
Yes, your absence was a touch conspicuous. I think the whip's after you.
Jean, a two-line whip does mean that we expect you to vote, you know.
I know. I'm
Might
sorry.
seem academic with the government's majority, but if we don't make some show of opposition, we may as well close up Parliament and all go home.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I broke a heel.
Now, people have got here before on broken legs.
Oh, well, yes, I
Perhaps you should wear more sensible shoes.
No.
After all, we are MPs, not fashion models.
Oh, don't tell me I know. By ancient statute, women in the Commons must wear Wellington boots, yashmaks, and chastity belts on Fridays.
Now, look, Jean, like most people, I have good days and bad days. But as a whip, I also have good books and bad books. Don't get into my bad books. Not even on a good day.
Thank you, Warder. Oh, Miss Regan, could you tell me where the toilet is, please?
Oh, certainly, just down there. You can't miss it.
Oh, thank you.
Good God!
I've never been so embarrassed.
Members only, Jean, you could have guessed.
Well, I'm a member too, aren't I? What am I supposed to do? Go around all day with a knot in my knickers? Thank you. No one tells you anything when you arrive here as a new MP. You get a better reception as a corpse in a cemetery. It might be nice to have a little job description or something.
Oh, I'll give you one of those. Mondays it's a pig, the rest of the week it's a swine.
And the hours are as ridiculous as the people who work them. No wonder there's hardly any women. If you had babies, you'd never see them. You'd have to breastfeed them through the post. Well, I am going to do something about it.
Oh, this naive idealism, it touches my heart.
What can I do?
Nothing much. Could table an early day motion, I suppose.
Oh, what'll that do?
Nothing much.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it'll let people know how you feel. It's kind of like a safety valve for letting off steam.
Right. First an early day motion, then an early night.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't bank on that.
Why?
Debate this evening, another two-liner. Wouldn't want to miss that, not with your voting record, eh?
But it's my husband's birthday.
Well, I'll have to put it off.
Oh, he won't. You don't know him. He's determined to have it today. It's the same with Christmas. He'll only have it on December the 25th.
Well, you might get away if you can pair with someone. Just agree with a Tory not to be there and you cancel each other out.
I'm worth more than one Tory, surely. Who should I try?
Well, your predecessor had a regular partner I'm sure would be happy to do business. He's a man who's fond of a night off, not to mention a week off.
Who was it?
Godfrey Egan, do you know him?
Yes, I know him. Hold the fort, would you? I'm just nipping home to change my shoes.
Yes, you're right. He doesn't like women in trousers. He finds it confusing. But then don't we all?
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, are you stopping to put down passengers or just passing through?
No, flying visit. I broke a heel. How's it going?
Well, the tin opener's red hot and the typewriter's melting.
What should I wear to be persuasive?
8-ounce gloves.
Remind me to hire you as a policy advisor.
Listen, your constituents have been bothering me again. They've been ringing all day and screaming through the letterbox.
Who has?
Well, a Mr. Milner rang about a hole in the road outside his house.
What did you say?
Well, I told him to bring it round and you'd look into it. Mrs. Graves wants to know what you're going to do about her hemorrhoids.
Well, hope you didn't tell her to bring it over and I'd look into it. I am an MP, not a GP. Look, if she rings again, I'm out.
You were out.
Well, but I'll still be out. Anyone else?
Mr. Burnley about a hip operation.
Oh, yes, I know about him.
Well, legs! Now, here's an opportunity for a working man.
Get off. Did anything come for you today?
Me? Oh, yes! Someone sent me some flowers. Nice, aren't they? They're from Tim.
No, he was meant to sign them from me.
Well, I assume this is me, dum-dum.
That was a mistake.
Well, thank him anyway. Is he married? Perhaps we could have dinner together one night.
He's not your type. Bye.
Well, if you're not back by 9 o'clock, anyone will be my type.
Who?
Mr. Egan?
Ah, Mrs. Price, you rang, didn't you? I don't actually have a lot of time to spare at the moment, I'm afraid.
Oh, I just wanted a word about pairing, but not to worry.
Oh, pairing? Oh, please. Take a seat. Yes, I probably might be able to spare you a few moments.
Thank you. Are you free to pair?
Well, I might possibly be able to oblige. Let me get you a drink. Now, what would you like? What's a good socialist tipple? Oh, yes. What about some mild? That's good left-wing stuff.
Well, I really only drink beer in the evenings, actually. You know, when I put on my cloth cap and muffler and take my whippets from you.
Oh, you've got dogs, have you? So have I. Oh.
Perrier would be fine.
Oh, right. Of course, you know what they call us MPs who pair off together? Sweethearts. If we're going to be sweethearts, you'd better call me Godfrey, eh? And you're Jean, of course. Well, how do you find the house now that you're through the door?
Well, there seems to be plenty of scope for DIY and home improvements.
In what way?
Has anyone ever thought of having a creche or a nursery here?
I sincerely hope not. Is that a good idea?
It might bring more women into Parliament.
Is that a good idea?
Women aren't exactly well represented here.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, our own leader is a woman, you know.
Yes, I'd heard.
Jean, let me mark your card, as it were. Nobody here wants to reform Parliament, not even on your side. And when you've been here for 2 or 3 months, you won't want to either. You'll be too busy sticking knives into other people's backs or pulling them out of your own. But we do have a great atmosphere of camaraderie here.
Yes, there's nothing like a knife in the back to make you feel wanted. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must go and table a motion.
Oh, just a word or two about that. There are pitfalls.
I can manage. I've had enough good advice for one day.
Yes, your neck. Your neck. Stick it out at your own risk. Cheers.
And I don't want to have to keep coming up to the Kremlin bar to try and find you. You understand?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Just when I had him. What was it you wanted?
Oh, I just want to let you know that I'm paired up for tonight. I want to get away early, so I won't be voting.
All right, thank you. Who are you paired with?
Godfrey Egan.
Oh, very well. Any help over anything you need, Jean, my dear? Don't be afraid to ask me.
Oh, well, there is one thing, actually.
Well, can't you handle it yourself? I really am rather busy.
It's just, I've got a constituent who needs a hip operation.
Well, we've all got constituents who need hip operations. In fact, they're a bloody nuisance hobbling about all over the place. I suggest you write to the local area health authority.
Oh, that's been tried.
Can't he get it done privately?
I thought we were against private medicine and queue jumping.
Writing to your MP is a form of queue jumping, isn't it? Now, look, Jean. Hey, you!
What's the matter, Freddie? You lost a pound?
Oh, I can't get a pair.
Hello, Jean. I can. Leapt out of the water and straight into the pan.
So what are you tickling them with, hmm?
Charm, Freddie. Good old-fashioned charm.
Ah. Never had any of that.
That whip is a cross between a welfare worker and a sadist.
Oh, it's just his way of being friendly.
I don't much relish having to go and ask favours of G. Egan, Esquire, pompous ass of this parish.
And it's you cheating him, really.
What do you mean?
Well, look, Jean, there's more Tories here than socialists, right? Half of the Tories haven't got anyone to pair with. They only get a night off and a bisque. So who's doing who favours, eh?
Oh, of course. Obvious. Thanks for telling me. I must have looked a right idiot ingratiating myself with Hooray Godfrey. Oh, damn.
Godfrey, hooray? He's not hooray. He's toot-toot. His dad was a train driver.
He wasn't.
Yes, he was. Nearest he ever got to the playing fields of Eton was driving past on the 6:15. He is a local boy made bad, he is.
But what about the plum in his mouth?
Oh, that's just a big slice of elocution pie. The truth is, his working-class credentials are better than yours. He was still using outside toilets when you were in ensuite bathrooms.
Look, Karl Marx was middle class too, you know. In fact, if there hadn't been a middle class, there wouldn't be a Labour Party.
Maybe, maybe not.
Anyway, have you got a moment? I want to read you my early day motion. Ready?
Yeah?
This House, recognising the destruction to family life of honourable members caused by erratic and unusual working hours, therefore resolves to sit in future on 5 days a week between the hours of 9 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yeah?
Well, what's wrong with it?
Oh, nothing. It's fine. It's just that sometimes when you table a motion, some people are likely to want to saw the legs off your table. So the best...
Hello.
Right.
Yes, what is it, Tim?
One of your constituents to see you, Mr. Burnley, about his hip operation.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll come over. You have his file.
Right here.
Ken Miller. Oh, Jean, about that early day... Too late.
It's very kind of you, Mrs. Price, to see us at such short notice like this.
Oh, no, not at all. It's what I'm here for.
I know I've only been in the wheelchair 2 years and some have been waiting for 4. It's just that, well, it would be nice to be able to walk again, you know?
Yes. Well, my predecessor as... Tim. Oh, yes, as you can see, wrote to the Health Minister, but his reply isn't very encouraging, I'm afraid.
No, still. He'll be more busy with the health service, I expect.
Yes. We also wrote to the local authority, but I'm afraid it's the same story again.
So it's just a matter of waiting.
Yes, I'm afraid it could well be. I am sorry.
Oh, we don't blame you, Mrs. Price. You've obviously done your best.
Look, I don't suppose... you wouldn't be covered by Bupa or anything, would you?
Oh, no, well, we're sort of socialists, you see. We don't believe in private medicine.
Oh, no, obviously. It was just a thought, as a last resort. Well, I am sorry I haven't been able to achieve more.
Oh, that's all right. Another 2 years isn't all that long. It was so nice of you to see us anyway. Ready then, love?
Oh, can we give you a help with your,
No, it's all right, thanks. We can manage. The police are very helpful. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It's sticky there, eh?
Yes, I know. And who the hell is Dum-Dum?
Yeah, well, roll on the weekend, eh? When we can all get out and kiss some babies.
I try not to kiss babies. There's always a danger they might kiss you back.
Tell them, Mrs. Price, how do you feel after your first 3 days in Parliament? You ready to meet the challenge and make the change?
I go back a long way, Ken. Student marches, CND, 3 arrests, 2 obstructions, no milk, 1 policeman's helmet. I even got thrown out of the Girl Guides for trying to unionise the woodpeckers. I think I can make a difference.
Yeah, we're only backbenchers, Jean. We're the snipers, not the heavy artillery.
Yes, well, I better get home to birthday boy. You off too?
No, I'm good for the debate. Hello, it's Ivor the engine. Brings you to this end of the tea rooms, Godfrey. Come to see how the other half manage?
Which half is that, then, Ken?
The half that works for its living.
Oh, not the half that goes on strike for a living.
No, I mean the wage earners, Godfrey. The 40 hours a week men, the miners, train drivers, people like that.
I would say boys, but I'm only new here.
It was the little lady that I came to see, actually.
The little lady. Okay, I'm away. Bye-bye, little lady.
Bye, Ken.
Uh-oh, the runaway train came over there.
Any notice of him, Jean? He's a cretin.
What is it, Godfrey?
Oh, yes. This pairing arrangement of ours, when did you want it to take effect?
Well, from tonight, of course.
Oh, it's just that representing a rural community as I do, this farming bill is rather important. No sugar. I'd better slip away and catch the speaker's beady eye.
Well, I wish you'd mentioned this before.
Why, do you have something important to rush home for?
Godfrey, don't you give it another thought. I'll find someone else to pair with in future. Don't you worry at all.
Oh, now, Jean.
In fact, several people have approached me today already. You do know Freddie, do you?
Freddie? He's totally unreliable. Now, Jean, sweethearts have tiffs, but they kiss and make up, and it's all better in the morning.
Would you excuse me? I've got a phone call to make.
Oh, may I carry your case?
Oh, thank you. How very kind. And, my coat, too, if you can
Oh,
manage it.
certainly.
And perhaps this armchair.
Oh, of course, I'll have it sent on to you. Whatever happened to that lovely trouser suit the two were wearing?
Well, how long? When will you get back? Midnight? No, it's okay, don't worry. No, I haven't gone to any great trouble. Now, listen, you be sure to get yourself a sandwich or something. Okay, see you later, bye. The cause. I believe in the cause.
Hello, Ken. Still here?
Yeah, just a few things to tidy up. Great debate, eh?
Yes, fascinating, wasn't it?
Sure it is, the first time you hear it.
Ken, early day motions, you didn't tell me they could be amended. My motion read that we should work more civilized hours in this place.
And?
It has been amended to read, a truly democratic house cannot be run on an office hours timetable, and those who cannot stand the heat should get out of, or preferably back to, the kitchen.
Oh.
And furthermore, this house agrees that a woman in trousers is an abomination. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, Jean.
Well, why didn't you tell me there were sharks in the water?
I thought everyone knew there were sharks in the water.
Well, I'm going home now. And I've missed my husband's birthday.
So he'll have another one.
I hope so.
Look, Jean, I'm sorry, I should have warned you. But you're not the only one with problems, you know. I'm 400 miles from home. I see my family 4 hours a week. I get home, the kids won't get into the car with me. They think I'm one of these strangers they shouldn't accept lifts from. All right?
Sorry, Ken. For a moment, I was doing something there I promised myself I'd never do. I was sounding like a politician.
Not on the railings in future, miss, if you wouldn't mind. There is proper parking.
I know, sorry. It was just a bit more convenient.
I don't know how many times we told you secretaries about this.
I am not a secretary. I happen to be an MP.
Oh, yes, miss. My name's Norman Tebbit. My advice is the same as his. Don't forget to put your lights on.
Quite right, Norman. And though I am an MP, actually.
Oh?
I shouldn't have left my bike here. Oh, I know you're only doing your job, and it can't be an easy one.
No.
Price. Jean Price, Labour.
Oh, yeah?
So pleased to meet you.